cautioned them right from day one. Indeed, this is a clear opportunity for the special prosecutor to move into action, commence action, and do justice to this subject matter. You may recall that a joint memorandum signed by Mr. Boachi Ajakon and Ken Oforiatta on the 3rd of July, which was presented to Parliament, we cautioned them. Indeed, during the parliamentary sitting, we detected that most of the companies did not have the technical and financial muscle to steer through the affairs as far as the concession was concerned. Even more disturbing was the fact that we detected that some of the companies did not even have offices. Identify, and not only identify, but go ahead to prosecute those responsible for this fraudulent guarantee, as was confirmed by no less a person than the Minister of Energy. And not just identify and prosecute those in charge of this fraudulent guarantee, we must also identify, smoke out, and prosecute all government officials who collaborated in this scandal as far as the guarantee and the concession is concerned.
For control, who takes over the shares, the local content shares, the 51%. And so we don't want people to hide behind the guarantee and use the guarantee to cause some problems. No, we want to get to the bottom of the matter. So please, all this English, all what we want to say is as simple as that the Ghanaians, the 51% shares, people are fighting over it and we don't know who the owners are. So we want to find out who the owners are. So we are calling on the United States government, MiDA, that is contributing, in fact MCC, to get involved into this, what is going on, and probe the matter with us. Because we want to probe the matter, because this is an embarrassment to all of us as Ghanaians. It's so disgraceful, and it's a shame to our sovereignty.
Has been tasked to continue engagement with the American government through its agency, the Millennium Challenge Corporation. This engagement is about the possible next steps after the inquiry. It's also about channels for sharing information as part of this inquiry. The team is expected to also be in the United States of America, possibly next week, as part of their engagement. Number 3, final efforts to ensure smooth transition between ECG and PDS officials are proceeding without incident as at this stage. Number 4, government reiterates that this breach was discovered by the due diligence of the Ghanaian authorities through ECG and with the support of state agencies. And here specifically, I want to share with you a few details. For the avoidance of doubt, the provision of the payment guarantee has always been a condition precedent and was never made or changed into a condition subsequent, as is being speculated by some persons. Secondly, the initial due diligence led by the transaction advisors did not detect anything wrong with the payment guarantees. Third thing is that it took a second level of checks, this time led by the Ghana side, that initially yielded the first responses from our court that was confirming the guarantee with the MCC, is that we can work to achieve the spirit of the compact, which is private sector participation in the distribution sector of our energy regime in this country. If the investigation or the inquiry suggests, therefore, that it can be rectified, well, we go ahead and we pick the money. It cannot be rectified, maybe a new one is required, you do that. It cannot be rectified, a new concessionaire is required, you do that. So it's all at large at this stage. But our expectation is that working with both the MCC and the team doing the inquiry, we can come to a point where we still go ahead with the program of private sector participation and improvement in the ECG operations without having to lose this amount of money.